Okay, now that is actually some news I find extremely troublesome. The chapter is read, and what do I see? There is no Black Clover next week. Apparently, there were some rumors going around that the author was feeling ill, so maybe that's why he is taking a break. Still, though, I did not exactly predict that, and that's because we all know that when a manga artist calls in sick, we have best to worry, because that's just how we are. But that do give me an excuse to make a discussion video about the villains of Black Clover later next week. But for now, hi for those who are watching, it is the Angry Anime Fan. And yes, this is of course the Black Clover chapter 115, and it is confirmed as Mimosa and Asta are surrounded by deadly attacks. There is no way out. Oh, however, who saves them? Well, none other than the fake sack, as we all predicted it will be. But how, however, is not how we predicted. 3 magic circles. By the way, we haven't seen magic circles in this manga yet. Appears as fake sack awakens, and as soon as that happens, it absorbs the magic of the other guys and reflects it back to them, revealing that this not revealing this answers one question that we had when the first time saw this fake sack. It was when he fought the real sack. We all noted that the fake sack got away without a scratch. I mean, granted, he may have been that powerful, but this also answers about his power. His power is basically like a reflection power, not a reflection of what you see, but counterattack. He absorbs the attack in a certain range, and then it directed to him with more power, and so knocks out the other guys as he himself goes beyond to the guy who tried to protect the crystal. He then begins to taunt him using uh, using many different uh, things. As the proud guy tries to say, an insolent guy like you couldn't destroy the crystal. Fake Zack just taunt him saying that, and you lost to that kind of person. I mean, when I first saw him, I actually began to wonder, is that Rades in disguise? But no, it can't be, because Rades did not have that much self-control. Granted, this guy did not either have self-control, but Rades was homicidally insane. This guy seems to be more like troll insane. Granted, we haven't seen the depth of his insanity, and we shouldn't justify what fake Zack does, but it's difficult to explain. But I think I should just say this guy seems more like a bully than an outright homicidal maniac. But given what he did to the fake, no, did I just say fake? To the real Zack, even that is questionable, because the way he says, like, he taunts him by saying the same kind of dialogue many have complained on the nobles, saying like, do you lack the ability to envision magic you've never seen before? Magic Knight should all be considered a possibility when fighting, right? And there's no way you'll be able to just idiotically release a large scale attacks with your passion alone. The ones who lose to me aren't fit to be Magic Knights. This seems to include that fake Zack either has a superiority complex, or, just like many other before him, he looks down on Magic Knights because of their arrogance. You know, arrogance only breeds other arrogance. That is why is questionable if he is pure evil or just bully evil. Then again, bully evil can become just as twisted. But it's a bit different to say that. But Mimosa has somehow scanned the magic. Apparently to her is ash element magic. And and finally, the fake Zack does the final troll by walking away from the crystal, by not winning, but then suddenly destroys it after all. So yeah, whatever the fake Zack's personality is, he clearly has the mind of a bully, of a guy that likes to torture his foes psychologically, and then, yes, does that. But what his motivations is this just for the Lutz, or is this for something else? We do not know. The king is impressed, but the Magic Knight, well, he is wonder. And then just the fake Zack just approaches his team, and then suddenly begins to get all chummy. Well, not exactly chummy, but his dialogue is now not exactly, well, actually it is. But when I'm seems like I'm confusing myself and others when I'm talking today, right? What I'm trying to say is his dialogue, while still extremely rude, now he seems to put up the act that, well, that was all great teamwork, wasn't it? But Asta is having none of that, saying like he did not like the fact that he bullied and looked down on the other Magic Knights because, well, Asta do not like bullying. As a guy who was born without magic, although he did not know it until he was a teenager, but since he was a peasant, he is pretty known to have been bullied. But fake Zack just says a loss is a loss, and that teamwork was better than yours. He justifies it by saying that when Asta said you even used me as a shield, because it's revealed that Asta's trap that he fell into, no, the trap Asta fell into, that wasn't the opposite team, that was the fake Zack's ash magic. And apparently that was, as Mimosa scans in her mind, the the game by placing that ash magic on a landmine. Once Aster trampled on it, he was affected by it, but it also revealed that how wide the fake Zack's magic is. Basically, it's almost like a territorial-like magic. When Asta stepped on it, he activated it, sort of. And once the magic of the enemies entered the certain range, the Ashmel magic, counter trap magic, automatically happened and reflected. But Mimosa still cannot understand how could he do that when he was sleeping and has such a large amount of time and magic. But Fake Zack refused to reveal. Later on, the team of Sol and Magna appears, and well, they are still fighting with dialogue. As I said before, if it wasn't for the fact that Sol is a man hater, in fact, sometimes I wonder if Magna is a woman hater. I mean, he hasn't exactly courteous dialogue to ladies. But then again, the two ladies that he, no, the three ladies he had talked to have all been kind of rude to him. The first was, of course, Vanessa. I mean, Magna calls her a slutty witch, and then again, he is partially right. Vanessa is kind of scantily clad, and he has sometimes talked down a little bit to Noelle because of, well, her nobility, arrogance, and now Sol. But as I said before, her and Magma have basically the same personality. So if it weren't for their flaws, I think they actually could make a very good couple. But then we're introduced as the chapter ends to the final member of the Magnasol team, and someone who Mimosa recognizes, and for the first time ever shows an embarrassed face. And not an embarrassed shy face, but embarrassed, oh no, why is it him face. It is a new nobility type of guy, a guy that is obsessed with beauty, and his name is Kirsch Vermilion, none other than Mimosa's older brother. So yeah, seems that the team Magma and Sol and Kirsch is not exactly a ideal team, if you ask me. Why? Well, two people are hotheads and foul mouths, not to mention they're very bad at cooperating with people. And the third guy is no better. He's nothing more than a vain nobility that obviously is more concerned with his appearance than he is with his, well, moments. The fact that Mimosa, a very kind-hearted girl, is saying, I wish he would disappear, means that even she finds his vanity aggravating. That is actually kind of funny. You have to admit it, that is kind of funny. That she has that kind of, well, personality towards her older brother. But yeah, that's basically this chapter. Sorry, it got longer than it was intended to be, but that's no surprise. It always tends to be that way. What is next? Well, we don't know. But let's now see here. I need to check. Yeah, the next match, which is Kir's Soul and Magma, they're facing off against some members called Sek, Adrian, and Willie. Do not know who they are, so yeah, maybe they will pass. If you think about it, if they pass, then Mimosa will have to face off against their older brother. And what happened? And what will the fake sack do? That doesn't sound so good. Give me your thoughts if you have any.